Hello and welcome. I feel like I'm starting a little late. So if anyone was here earlier and they didn't get to see me, I'm sorry, but hopefully you can catch me on the replay. So shift your story to receive more of what you want into your life. So I want us to start thinking about what needs to shift so that we can welcome in that energy of vitality, vibrancy, abundance, to really tap into the seasonal energy. It's spring right now when I'm recording. It is not, it is summer. It is summer in the Northern Hemisphere. And so we're wanting to tap into that energy so we can embody the energy of confidence and radiance and self-supporting action. So, with summer, there's a sense of freedom to explore new goals and to be open to new experiences, new beginnings. You know, it also can be about the ability to tap in to any of those things with ease and flow. So, any season, how do we tap into that ease and flow of abundance and manifestation? So, if you are starting to point your finger at others, you may want to think about redirecting it back to yourself. So, oftentimes, when we have a struggle with any of those things, we tend to point outside. We tend to say it's because of this or it's because of that. It's this experience, this person, whatever's holding us back. But honestly, most of the time, it's something within us. So it could be others, but typically it's the stories that we're telling ourselves about the situation that we're in, and the future. Why it's not a possibility for us, the future that we really are hoping to receive. So, if you're hoping to shift those stories or get a little bit more information about how to shift those stories so that you can receive more into your life, you're in the right place. So, if we haven't met, my name is Mary from Reverse Journey Wellness, and I have been a holistic therapist since 1998. My son likes to say back in the 1900s. Yes, sure. But over the time that I began in the field, I started shifting away from just traditional therapy and incorporating more of the work that I found helpful in my personal life. Either healing or personal growth really tools such as Reiki, ancient nature, and ancient earth practices. So that's what I'm doing right now. I do have to apologize for my voice. I came home from vacation with a terrible cold. And so I'm getting better, but not quite 100% yet. So hopefully you can look past the sound. So we're going to be doing a little bit of Reiki infused meditation to work on some of the stories that we're telling ourselves. Sometimes it's a challenge, especially if it's something that we've never addressed before, aren't even aware of what those stories could be, to just hit it head on. So if we could go to that relaxed place and really be open to receiving the messages, really from our intuition, but we can also get messages from our guides, our guardians that feel like, this is something that you may need to pay attention to. So we're going to do a little bit of that. I just have a few things that I was going to say. So this has been coming up so frequently about our inability not only to receive, our inability to receive abundantly, our inability to manifest. In my life, I just had a huge epiphany about what my perceived thought or my perceived experiences have been about receiving. So it's interesting. This is today's topic is part of what I'm working on within the Soul Journey group. And so I had come up with this, in spring for summer. And it's just interesting how things are percolating now. So hopefully, if there's something that you've been wondering about or not really sure how you're actually creating maybe a roadblock to receive, basically, then hopefully this is going to be a helpful experience for you. So we're going to be doing a little bit of that. It's like a little bit of this, a little bit of that. But the stories that we end up telling ourselves can not only create so much tension and worry and anxiety, but it also can start to challenge our self-efficacy, which is basically our belief in ourselves that we can do something. And it also, if it lingers for long enough, it starts to challenge our worthiness of receiving, what we think about our worthiness to receive. And is something available for us for good? Not for like permanently good, but like for our own good, our own wellness, right? And also it can challenge our self-esteem. So if we just start noticing those stories, feeling how they impact us, and maybe reflecting on what we had been unable to draw into our lives pretty much up to this point, can sometimes stir up guilt, shame, embarrassment. Past hurts can feel like, oh, here it is again. So we want to sort of soothe some of that. And so I thought it would be helpful, like I said, with that Reiki infused meditation, to start just by grounding ourselves. Um, that way we can be open to receiving, open to observing without judgment and criticism, so that we can sort of look at whatever shift needs to happen for us from like a bird's eye perspective, and be able to kind of move through that in a gentle way. I feel like it's a little bit more gentle when we do it in a state of meditation, or when we're journeying or receiving Reiki. So hopefully that's a good thing. So if you're watching this, I don't know how to fix this. If you're watching this and on the replay and those commercials pop up during the play, I can't do anything about that. That's something that YouTube has changed again. And so if it's too jarring, sometimes I know when I'm listening to music or settling into meditation for myself and commercial comes on, it sort of like ruins the moment. So if you find that happening, can you send me a message and let me know that those commercials are popping up during the video? Because then I can re-record, hopefully when my voice is better, but hopefully I can re-record this and put it actually on my website, and then you'll be able to access it commercial free and free as well. So that being said, of course I have a meditation. Let me pull that up. So if you're new, you haven't met me before, I do write all of my meditations. It helps me to get sort of tap into the energy of whatever I'm, hoping to work on. So hopefully that is something positive for you as well. And because we're in Mercury retrograde, I don't know what I just did to my formatting. Let's see if I can change that. Whoops, I can't. Super duper. All right, well, we're just going to have to roll with it. I honestly don't believe that Mercury retrograde always messes with it can't mess with our technology, communication, that sort of thing. But normally computers and me, not the greatest of friends. So it's not a huge surprise to me. But I'm going to start us off I'm just going to use a little bit of sage. For me, using a little bit of smoke at the beginning of meditation or Reiki, I find it to be really helpful. Not only does it sort of like set the scene for us, sometimes people are very scent driven. And so if you have that memory of like, this is a time of soothing or calm or peace because of the sage, it kind of helps that aspect, but it is cleansing. Sage is cleansing. And so if you want to just cleanse your space, cleanse your body, it's a good thing to kind of do before you start something like meditation or Reiki or journeying. But also it's sort of that message let me just light that message up to whoever we're calling in, whether it's a guide or a guardian, whether it's the directions, anything like that. It's just a good way to send that message to them and, ask for their presence, for their support. They're always ready to pour their love and medicine into not only our space, but just to be fully supported, fully loved. If we can listen to their guidance, guided. So I'm just going to use a little bit of sage. This is just like a teeny little piece. I didn't want to use too much. That might make me cough. So there's that. And then I'm going to use, so oftentimes I like to light a candle to signify that we're starting to set that intention, starting to focus or go into that state of openness. And I just bought this candle on vacation. So I'm going to light this candle. It is cedar, patchouli, and clove. It smells so good. And this is the scent. It said it was the scent of the North Woods where I was. So I really liked that. That's my thing. So we're going to light this. So maybe our intention just is going to be that any areas that we've been struggling with, again, about, I hate to say stubbornness, but it is kind of stubbornness to shift our story, stubbornness to look beyond what we think is, real or true, just to be open to receiving whatever messages are meant for us. They can be pretty simple intentions, and that's fine by me. So let's just begin. If you haven't gotten comfortable already, I invite you to get comfortable now. I'm going to pull the microphone. I always forget I talk a little bit quiet during meditation, so I'm just going to pull it a little bit closer. So just finding that comfortable position for your body. If it feels safe, you can gently close your eyes to begin to tune out the distractions. Come back to your center. Just making that space for us to go within. And I invite you to start taking several deep breaths. Beginning to bring yourself into that deeper state of silence, of peace, to more of a neutral state, allowing us to bring our mind back to the present, not worried about the past or the future, just aware of what's happening for us now. And trust that your body will find your perfect pace of breath to further assist in quieting your mind, opening you to a calm, gentle state. And if you have a practice of grounding to Mother Earth, I encourage you to take a moment to do that. Just beginning to open to receiving her support. Beginning to open to the possibility of observing and releasing any stories about yourself that could be a potential roadblock to your ability to dream, to take action, to manifest exactly what you want in your life. Leaving space for more of what you actually want and more of what you actually deserve. In your mind's eye, allow yourself to see what seeds you have planted up to this point in the year. Simply allowing what has begun to grow to come into focus. Is it as beautiful as you imagined? Can you see how your deliberate actions created a desired outcome for change? Can you watch as your intention has unfolded into manifesting that one desire from thought into physical reality? Or, like so many times, is something getting in the way? Maybe as that teeny seedling began to grow, something hindered its growth. It wasn't able to develop just as you had imagined. Possibly creating disappointment, frustration, maybe even sadness, overshadowing your ability to manifest, maybe even blocking your ability to receive abundantly. Just take a breath in, allow yourself to reground. Could your growth have been stagnated because of the stories you tell yourself? I invite you to take another deep breath in into your heart center. And on the exhale, begin to release any negative stories you may be telling yourself about your ability to manifest abundantly into your life. Breathe in again, and on the exhale, send your heart center love, kindness, and compassion. No matter what your past experiences, give yourself now the permission to connect to the energy of abundance. See in your mind's eye what abundance would mean to you, how it would look and feel in your life. Can you easily connect to the energy of abundance? If there appears to be a block, scan your chakras and see where the block may be. Is it in your sacral chakra? Maybe your solar plexus chakra? Maybe in the root? No matter where it is, allow that energy to start to dissipate with that love and kindness and compassion that you sent yourself. With gentle observation, can you see what has been blocking your abundance? Maybe what area hasn't felt abundant in your life? Is there a story you repeat about your ability to reach a goal, to manifest, to to live abundantly? Is it an old familial story, a cultural story, messages that you maybe have received as an adult or a child? Send more love and kindness and compassion to any of those stories. Any of those stories that distorted the truth. Any stories that you replay about your ability to receive abundantly, to manifest easily. Just because it was a belief in the past or the present, it doesn't mean that it has to be your belief moving forward. Reminding yourself that you are deserving of your dreams with clarity of what you're truly deserving of. Take a moment to see your true abilities that are unique to you. Take a moment to notice if you are ready to abundantly manifest. Welcome in that energy of abundance. Welcome in your ability to manifest. Give yourself permission to shift your stories, shift your mindset. I give myself true and authentic self-permission to step forward and lead myself, guide myself to that perfect for me state of abundance and manifesting. That you are worthy and deserving of your dreams and desires. That you can harness your inner strength to create change for the better. Change that's perfectly aligned just for you. It may not be right for someone else, but it's right for you. Take a moment and see your accomplishments. Allow that sense of pride to fill your heart. See that any mistakes were not setbacks, but lessons of how to change the course of your future. See how you can tap and wield it, your personal power respectfully and wisely. Allow your confidence to build when you start to follow your purpose with meaning and passion. Give yourself permission to bring your mind back including any thoughts, back into balance before the hurt, before the wounding, before the embarrassment, guilt, or shame. Call back your inner light that was lost to the carelessness of others. Draw it back so that you will be able to shine your light out into the world, recalling the elements of you that are perfectly you, perfect for your dreams, to co-create, to take action, to manifest and live abundantly. Clearing away the past thoughts, the past patterns, the limiting belief and mindset. Seeing again with clarity that miracles seemingly appear when we release those old limiting patterns. See again that your life is a magical gift, that you're always connected to the universe because you are part of the divine, that you yourself are a miracle. And that you can create miraculous things in your life. Take a moment to set an intention for the new stories, the new thoughts, the new perspective. Maybe an intention about your ability to receive. Maybe an intention about releasing any thought patterns about lack or scarcity. And know that your intention is received, it's heard, and that you simply need to reach out to any of your guides and guardians so they can help you, they can support you, they can assist you with that co-creation. So that you can abundantly receive and easily manifest. So it's time to release this meditation. Time to bring yourself back to the present, back to your room, back to your body. Allowing yourself to wake up at your ideal pace may help to wiggle the fingers and toes. And in your own time, opening your eyes. So hopefully that was, if not the start, hopefully it's the start, unless you've already had a practice of releasing or even observing your thoughts about what do I believe is abundance. Sometimes our belief about abundance isn't really what we would choose abundance within our lives. It might be what somebody else has said, what we've observed from other people, what social media, what TV, what, film or whatever, people are telling us this is what abundance looks like, or this is how you should manifest, or this is what you should manifest. It's not about what others want, it's what you want. And so to be able to bring back your attention not only to your thoughts, are they supportive or are they actually creating more stress? And actually, sometimes they can be a huge roadblock. They can just block that ability to receive, that ability to manifest. I know that from my personal experiences. I know it from clients' personal experiences, family and friends' personal experiences, that we can actually be the biggest roadblock to manifesting. And if we get a handle on what those thoughts are, what we're telling ourselves, then we can reframe them. We can support ourselves in a different way by saying different things that are probably more based in reality than the negative things that we're telling ourselves. So, like I said, hopefully this is the beginning, or hopefully this will help you along your journey wherever you are with this. If you feel like you need a little bit more support, you are welcome to reach out to me. I do work with clients one-on-one, over phone or Zoom, or if you're local, in person. And I can help you with some more strategies on how to recognize first, I suppose, but how to recognize, challenge, reframe, and then implement those new thoughts, those new beliefs, those new habits and patterns. So thank you for bearing with me. I just have one other thing that I wanted to say, just to kind of tie everything together. When I'm filming this, and it doesn't matter if you watch this, tonight, tomorrow, 5 months from now, 5 years from now. But right now, we're in the midst of a really powerful time, for new opportunities. It is summertime, even though I said it was spring and have no idea why, but summertime, and we're drawing in the energy of the sun, that sacred masculine energy, into our solar plexus. We're really recalibrating and harnessing our inner flame so that we can reclaim our personal power. So if it feels like, those bits or pieces of yourself are lost, right, this is a good time to bring it all back to that solar plexus. And this is also a time about really like igniting that flame so that you can initiate your ideal, your perfect next step towards your choices, or even the resulting change that you want to see, whether it's to feel more creative, more electric, more alive, more vibrant, more powerful. Self-power is not wielded to, change or control others, but it's just to bring ourselves more fully into our experience, our life. But if you're wanting to feel that vitality of summer, think about drawing that sun into the solar plexus chakra. And that can also help to sort of dissipate some of that struggle that we have about maybe it's not my time, maybe somebody deserves it more, maybe I need to support others before I can support my dreams. We kind of want to allow that to fade away a little bit so that you can focus back on yourself. It's a self-supporting, um, we'll call it a ritual, as opposed to self-depleting or even self-degrading. So just have a practice of maybe seeing your past through fresh eyes. Maybe see if you have a new perspective about what you want to draw into your life, what abundance means to you, how you're able to manifest, and maybe even think about, what is that new vision that I have for myself? What do I want to draw into my life? What do I want to dream? And then, see actually in this, your own physical world, how do you want to be abundant? How do you want to manifest with ease and flow? So those are my last thoughts. Again, hopefully this was helpful. I'm going to start doing the lives, I think, every other week. I'd been doing them every week, and then that ended up being a little depleting for me, so I had to, change it up a little bit. So I think I'll be doing it every other Friday still it's 12 o'clock Central Time, but you can always catch the replay. And if you're not live, you can always ask questions. You can send me a message, send me an email, whatever you want to do that feels comfortable or right for you. I am still trying to grow my channel. So if this was helpful at all, please like it, subscribe it, whatever feels right. Again, I completely don't understand the algorithm things, but it's always like things are changing. And so it sort of throws everybody off. But small creators like me sort of get pushed to the side. And the ones that are the big creators, they always get put into your feed. So if you did find this helpful, I would appreciate you. Again, you can like or subscribe or even comment, whatever feels comfortable for you. And if I'm not somebody that you'd like to work with, but you'd like to consider or continue to see my videos, I look forward to seeing you again for my next live. Take care.